Hey, how's it going? It's uh it's pretty late on a Wednesday evening. Um I have been okay today. I think the feeling that I was experiencing and talked about yesterday has kind of bled into today as well. And in addition to that, I was feeling a sense of sentimentality creeping in as I get closer and closer to moving out and moving away from here. I can't help but feel a little sentimental. And it's weird because I don't like living here. I've I've made that quite clear numerous times. However, there are small parts of, well, I guess, living here that I think I'll miss. I mean, aside from um, the people and Luna, um, well, the people being my mum and my sister. Aside from them and Luna, uh, I'm not going to miss any person here. Um, but it's not the people that I am feeling that sentimentality about. I think it's the area. Um, we we live in an okay area. Um, it wouldn't be my first choice if I had a choice, but it's okay. We're kind of we're kind of in between the countryside and a rural area. We're kind of on the border between the two because on one side of the house is vast fields of, well, green, fields of green, fields of animals. It's definitely, it's farmland. It's open green countryside, and it's lovely for the most part. Um, and then on the other side of the house are, built up areas, residential spaces, and if you travel like 20 minutes by car, you'll end up in a city center. So, yeah, I mean, we are really on the border of the two, um, the two areas. And it's kind of a unique situation, position to be in. Um, we kind of have the best of both worlds. Like, we're not too far away from, you know, built up areas, so we still have access to, all of the basic things like shops and, services and, businesses and whatever. And then we're also within walking distance of the countryside. And not many people get to experience that. And it was kind of similar at my old house as well. Although probably more on the like the urban um, side of things. Like there was definitely still countryside, but we were closer to urban spaces. And I think the point I'm trying to make here is that has been pretty much all I've known. For mine, well, pretty much, yeah, as long as I can remember, that's like kind of the situation I've been in. Two very similar positions, and I've been lucky enough to grow up in areas that are relatively safe and, you know, have opportunities to, you know, explore. Like as a kid, exploring out in the wilderness is like one of the best things you can do, right? Climbing trees, walking through streams and rivers, and you know, fishing for, I don't know, things in like a pond or a lake. Just enjoying, you know, nature. It's one of the best things you can do as a child. And that was my childhood. I spent a lot of time outside. I spent a lot of time with friends. When we moved here, that kind of all changed because, well, I didn't have any friends when I moved, and it took me a while to actually get any. And by the time I had, it was time to move on to the next stage of life. So I haven't really had like the chance to, I don't know, go outside and experience all that again like I did during my childhood. And I think it's that feeling of, I don't know if it's a, I'm not sure what the feeling is. It's like a, a mixture of freedom, naivety, fearlessness. And I don't know, maybe some other stuff too, but it's like all the things that I experienced as a kid. It's kind of been around for my entire life, even if it's been at the back of my mind and not really an active thought or feeling. It's been there because my situation has remained very similar for a long time. And I think it's hard to explain. I'm not sure if I'm doing a good job, but I know what I mean. And I think that is what I'm feeling sentimental about. And it's not a strong sense of sentimentality. It's a slow, low feeling. It's kind of creeping into my mind. It's not really at the forefront yet, but it's there, and that's what I've been feeling today. And I just wanted to put that out there. Maybe it will resonate with someone, maybe not. I went out for a walk today by myself. Earlier this evening, I decided to take myself to the local park, and I sat down on top of a fence, and I watched the sunset, and I watched the evening sky pass by. It was like a streak of orange and pink and blue, just as if someone had painted it across the sky. It was beautiful. It was. And I used to do exactly that years ago whenever I felt unhappy or, I don't know, just when I wasn't quite feeling right. I would take myself to the park and I would just sit there for a while on the fence. I'd watch the sky and I'd stay out until it got dark, and then I would come home. And that's what I did today. And I thought it was nice to go back to that, because I hadn't done it, or I hadn't done exactly that in a long time. It just felt like the right thing to do today, and so I went out and I did it. I took a picture of the sky because I thought it was pretty, so I can post that separately to this video so you can see for yourself. It's just like, a picture of the sky at sunset, but it's nice. So you might appreciate it. But yeah, it was nice to go and do that just before leaving, because obviously once I'm gone, I won't be able to do that. At least not until I come back. But when I come back, I don't know if I want to do that. So yeah, it was kind of nice just to do that one last time, and it got me thinking: what other things have I been doing that I won't be doing again before I go? Like, how many things have I done recently and it was the final time that I did that thing. I've been trying to accompany my mother on as many dog walks as possible recently. I want to spend as much time with Luna as I can before I go, and I will definitely be thinking about the final dog walk that I do. Yeah, I'm gonna miss Luna a lot. Probably the most out of anyone. She has not known a life without me, and I don't know how she's going to deal with that, because she's she came to us with a couple of problems, and they've kind of stuck around, but I think we've helped her as much as we can. Her anxiety isn't as bad as it used to be. she used to be attached to us like all the time. Like we couldn't go anywhere without her being there as well. And she's a little bit better at that too, but she still appreciates company. And yeah, she's slept in my room every night since we got her. It's going to be weird for her, I think, to sleep in here on her own. Especially because we have like a nighttime ritual that we do every night. And it's only something that I do with her. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm just thinking a lot about, well, a lot of things. But yeah, today's kind of, the focus is sentimental. Um, I don't really want to talk about anything else, so I think I'll leave it here. Um, it hasn't been a very eventful day anyway, so I'll go. Um, I'll go get some sleep because I'm pretty tired, and I will be back tomorrow. Take care of yourself, and I will see you next time. Good night.